When we're talking about rhythm, you might think of, beats, which is a very important part of music. Just like this drum, I can play a beat. I'm going to play a steady beat. That would be an example of a steady beat. Now I'm going to play a rhythm. A rhythm is a combination of different lengths of beats. So when we have like the quarter note, which is one sound on one beat, and then eighth notes, which are two sounds on one beat, you can have a combination of long and short beats. Or a rhythm like this. Or a rhythm like this. Or a rhythm like this. So a rhythm is a combination of long and short beats. All right, boys and girls, we are now going to look at our learning target for rhythm. What a learning target is what the teacher wants you to learn at the end of that lesson. And all of your teachers here at Coit have learning targets for you to learn, including music. So we have them in music. And these are review for most of you, but if you are new to Coit, we have two learning targets that we're going to be starting with. One is the quarter note. I can describe the rhythm quarter note as one sound on one beat. And then eighth notes. I can describe the rhythm eighth notes as two sounds on one beat. I'll review these again. I can describe the rhythm quarter note, that's what it looks like, as one sound on one beat. And then I can describe the rhythm eighth notes as two sounds on one beat. So now we're going to go into the lesson that explains that a little bit more. Quarter note looks like one sound on one beat, and we usually say ta when we're counting rhythms. And then the other learning target, which we also already know, I can describe the rhythm eighth notes as two sounds on one beat. It's like when you're taking something and splitting it in half, like if you want to share a candy bar with somebody, instead of one long piece of candy, now you have two shorter pieces of candy divided in half. And so I'm going to show you the eighth notes. And when we count them, we say T-T. So we have the quarter note, which is ta, eighth note, T-T. Now I'm going to show you how that works with the metronome. So I'm going to get my metronome going again. So here is my metronome. There's my metronome. So far, you are hearing one sound on one beat. You're hearing just quarter notes, ta, ta. And it's doing that over and over and over again, and it's going to do it forever until I shut it off. Now, if I want to double that, now we have two short sounds, two equal sounds. That's going to sound like this. T, 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 T. Hear the difference? You got one sound on one beat, which is a quarter note, which is ta, 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 ta. When we have eighth notes, each of those quarter notes is divided in half. So now it's going to sound T, 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 T. Now, what happens when we have a combination? Because right now, all we see on the screen are just the four quarter notes. Ta, 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 ta. Now, I'm going to go on to the next one. Notice you can see the combination. of both quarter note and there is a pair of eighth notes in there. So would you point to where the eighth notes should be? I'm going to give you a second. All right. Here are the eighth notes. I'm looking at my cursor right there. That's where the eighth notes are. So these notes are going to be divided. Okay? So again, if these were all quarter notes, it would be ta. Whoops, let me get my cursor going. Ta. Let me do it again. Ta. Oops, and it didn't do that. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Okay? Now, what if these were all quarter notes? Ta, 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 ta. But now we see that there aren't just quarter notes there, are they, boys and girls? There are a pair of eighth notes. Why don't you take the time real quick to just point to where the eighth notes are? Good. You should have been pointing right in there. That's where the eighth notes are. So those eighth notes are going to be TT. All right? But we're going to go back and start right here at our quarter notes. Okay? And we're going to go through all of these. I'm going to say them all with you. And you can clap along, you can tap along, or you can just say them. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, 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 ta, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. 1, 2, ready, go. Ti, 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 ta. All right? Let's see if you can do it on your own. I think you can. So I'm starting back at the beginning. So I'm just going to be doing the counting. I'm not going to do the rhythm with you this time. So you got to do it on your own. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, 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 go. All right. Let's see those thumbs up if you made it all the way through on your own with no mistakes. Come on, let's see it. Well, even if you had some mistakes, let me see you thumbs to the side maybe. And if you messed up a whole lot because you forgot everything because we've been out of school so long, you can even put your thumbs down. But that's even okay because, you know, you can check in with me during my office hours and everything. And I'll tell you when all that is at the end.